Uh, Good evening, friends. Uh, on behalf of ADDA 247, I extend you all a hearty welcome to this ADDA 247 platform. I am P.K. Mohanty, a senior executive of a bank and retired a couple of years back with a long exposure to diverse areas of banking. And as you know that ADDA 247 is a very dedicated platform for all of you as far as your career growth, your growth prospects, your induction into any organization for the first time, everything is concerned. We have been providing you ample guidance, support, and motivation to perform the best in your life. So today is a very happy occasion for all of you friends. I would like to share one of the very positive and very, one of the very good, excellent, wonderful news for all of you, which has been recently published by your Bank of Baroda, one of the premier public sector banks in the country. And this is a kind of opportunity for those people who have already put in some minimum 2 years of experience or something like that. I will come one by one, stepwise. I will come to uh, these things. And this is a opportunity open for you to make a kind of vertical, lateral entries, into Bank of Baroda, which is a very gigantic organization and a very fast-growing organization, in the capacity of a new a post known as Branch Receivable Manager. The name of the post is Branch Receivable Manager with 159 vacancies, which is quite a good number. And that is state-wise also it is allocated. I will tell you exactly what state-wise allocation is there. And this advertisement has already come out in uh, your Bank of Baroda website, and the website is www.bankofbaroda.in or carrier.htm. These are the two websites through which you can access Bank of Baroda. This thing for finding this advertisement for recruitment of branch receivable managers with 159 vacancies. So let me come stepwise that what are the processes involved in this for registering, or who are the people, what is the eligibility criteria, what kind of expectations, what is the job profile, the nature of the roles which you are supposed to perform, and the different eligibility criteria. One by one, I will be making it very clear to you so that there is no problem. And the advertisement has already the registration of applications online, and it is only through online applications you can send. And that is the online application channel has already started from 25th March 2022, and it will continue. It is still there, and it will continue up to 14th April 22. That will end. And any type of this, you can only register through you have to give your email ID, and through email you can, and you can enter Bank of Baroda website and apply. And all the communication relating to your job and other things, or whatever clarity or any further developments they will inform you, that will be only through your email ID and nothing else. So your registration and email ID should be with them. And one of the eligibility criteria, basically, as far as who are the people who are eligible for this is a very important question. So this broadly I will be categorizing into two parts. One is your educational qualification. The other is your experience criteria. As far as your educational qualification is concerned, that is, you should have a minimum graduate degree in any discipline, okay, from any recognized university, or any what you call UGC, recognized by UGC, any university, recognized university, or even for technical people, it should be from AICTE. They should be recognized. And any graduation. Graduation is the minimum qualification. You should be graduate in any discipline. There is no bar. You should be from a particular discipline. There is no such criteria like this. That it is open to all disciplines, the people from different disciplines, diverse disciplines, whatever it is, even technical, non-technical, whatever it is, but they should be graduate from a university or UGC recognized institution, or for the people who are technically they are from AICT, they should recognize that degree. And desirable is a slightly higher year because that is required that the people who have got beyond graduation, they are suppose postgraduates, that is desirable. Post-graduation is a desirable degree. That means the people with a post-graduation degree, they may get some additional weightage as far as this appointment is concerned, selection is concerned. So similarly, post-graduation degree or diploma in any discipline will do. Okay. Then next, this is your academic part. Then come to the work experience. Work experience is, friends, it is very important because the people, those who are eligible to apply in this year, apart from this academic qualification, which I have already spelled out, that is work experience minimum. Your work experience should be minimum for 2 years. 2 साल आपका कोई भी organization में होना चाहिए, out of which 1 year should be minimum experience of 1 year should be in collection profile. This is known as a collection receivable manager, branch receivable manager. So if you have worked in the capacity of any kind of designation in any bank or any NBFC, non-banking financial institution, companies, or any financial institution with a minimum out of 2 years experience in any industry or anywhere, minimum 1 year you should have spent in any such organization like a bank or NBFC with collection profile as your main, that is your job profile should be collection of receivables. अगर आपका collection of receivables, I hope you understand what receivable means. That is जैसे आपका कोई, we have given any loan and we expect some amount to some kind of installments to return to us so that there is no disruption in the cycle of funds. So that is known as a, so mostly it pertains to your loan portfolio and recovery of loans. That is precisely the mean. Apart from that also, there may be other type of A which I will come to you in details when I discuss this thing. So work experience, I hope you are now clear. That is work experience, there should be minimum 2 years overall work experience, out of which 1 year experience should be minimum in collection profile in a bank, NBFC, financial institution, or even any related industry. अगर कोई related industry relating to finance and other type of industries, this may you have been instrumental in collection of their receivables. So that also will be, that can be counted as your 1 year experience in that. Okay. Then another thing which is very important in this is that आपका registration process जो होगा आपका, after you fill up the forms and everything through your online you apply, then your registration will be considered to be valid once you remit the fees which are prescribed, and fees are very nominal. You have to remit online remittance of 600 plus taxes plus gateway charges for general candidates, and 100 rupees plus taxes and gateway charges for SC, STs, PWD, and other category of people. Okay. And as far as your remuneration is concerned, it is a highly, friends, it is a very remunerative proposition for anybody. And your, apart from your growth prospects, ample growth prospects which you find okay. ample growth prospects which you find in this organization when you grow, because Bank of Baroda will be exposed to different type of profiles and other things as far as receivables are concerned. Apart from that, one of the remunerations is that there is no bar. If you are very suitable candidate and other things, they shortlist you, and finally you are selected for that, then there is a flexible approach as far as remunerations are concerned. There is no limitation that this will be stock up at this level or something like that. That is depending on your performance level, your experience, your qualification, and suitability. Your salary or package can be decided accordingly, and they say that it is market driven. Market का जो benchmark है, they will adhere to that benchmark, and there is no, if they find a very suitable candidate, there is no bar for them, there is no limitation for them to restrict your remuneration to a certain level. You can earn anything. It should be market oriented. Okay. And that's why they ask you that basically what you have to provide your the persons who are applying, they will ask you to provide your last drawn salary in whichever organization you are working for January and February. Okay. And you have to mention that, so that on the basis of, if you are selected finally, on the basis of that also they can decide what should be the remunerations which should be applicable to you as far as their employment is concerned. Okay. And then this is, as I have told you, this is a contractual sort of job. Okay. It is like any other private sector. So they will be basically employing you initially for a period of 5 years by executing a contract for 5 years. And at the end of the 5 years, they'll review your performance, review your what kind of results you have delivered. Okay. And depending on the level of performance you have shown during your exposure, 5 years exposure in that organization, your contract may be renewed further, subject to further negotiation of your what you call remunerations or package. Okay. So this is also renewable from time to time after 5 years, subject to your performance orientation. And the selection process, as far as the selection process is concerned, that whenever you apply on the basis of the academic criteria and the experience criteria and other things which I have already mentioned, so after that, they will, out of the total number of applicants, they will shortlist some people who will be eligible for the final selection. And the selection will be, they have not specified what type of, but one thing is very clear, that after shortlisting listing the candidates, they may ask you to appear a personal interview. An interview will play a very vital role as far as your entry into the organization is concerned. Interview is very important. And oblique some subsequent, they have mentioned that there may be some alternative method also of selection, but I think they will be only on the, after making a screening of your applications on the basis of your eligibility criteria, your experience, your expertise, your qualification, etc. Then they will decide. They will call you for an interview after your because the applications will be received up to 14th April, and after that only they will be calling you sometime after shortlisting the applications. Okay. And this is very important that आपका जो ये होगा माने interview performance will matter, and you should be very thorough with that, and I will come to that later on. And the applications will be invited state-wise. There are state-wise vacancies. जैसे आपका देखोगे in RRB and other some of the state-wise vacancies are there. Similarly, there are state-wise vacancies, and if you want, I can read out. That is for Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, it is 5. Arunachal Pradesh, it is 2. Assam, it is 4. Bihar, it is 7. Chhattisgarh, it is 5. Goa, it is 3. Gujarat, maximum is Gujarat and Daman Diu, that is 18. Then Haryana and Punjab, that is 10. Himachal Pradesh 3. Then your Jammu Kashmir 3. Then Jharkhand 3. Karnataka 7. Kerala 5. Madhya Pradesh 7. Maharashtra 23. Manipur 1. Meghalaya 1. Mizoram 1. Nagaland 1. Delhi and NCR, both they have combined. Delhi and NCR. NCR means Noida and Gurgaon, etc. 10. Odisha is 7. Rajasthan is 7. Then your Tamil Nadu 5. UP and Uttaranchal, both combined 15. West Bengal, Sikkim and Andaman Nicobar, combined 7. These are the vacancies, and state-wise you have to apply. You have to give your preference for states. Okay. Then the selection process I have already listed out. And then another thing which is very important here is because it is they are taking you for collection of receivables. You are designated as receivable managers. So very important that you should have a very clean, uh, unblemished credit history. आपका अपना credit history अच्छा होना चाहिए अगर you have taken availed any loan from any financial institution. So they maintain that as your CIBIL score, on the basis of which the credit worthiness of a borrower is judged. So आपका CIBIL score as on the date of joining the organization, if you are finally selected, it should be minimum 650. 650 and above. ये CIBIL score होना चाहिए. ठीक है? आपका this is very important also. That your minimum CIBIL score जो है, that should be minimum this. Okay. Then let me come to the role and responsibility. That is very important. Normally people have lot of confusions and ambiguities as far as what is a manager receivable kya hai, and many people they may be hearing it maybe for the first time, but it is very common. Receivable means the collections which we are expecting. बैंक का जो ये है, but basically it belongs, it pertains to your credit portfolio and the funds which you are likely to receive in coming days. That we should keep track. That means your recovery of loans. Okay. So this should be a basic profile. And apart from that, any other collection of dues from any other source also, it may be assigned to you from time to time. And broadly, after roles and responsibility ko I divide it into 5 different parts. One part is your risk and portfolio management. The first part of your A is risk and portfolio management. You have to ensure that there is a scrupulous adherence of your risk management system. Risk, there are different type of risks. I don't want to here. I don't have sufficient time to explain to you. There are operational risks. Then your credit risks are there. Economic, your market risk is there. There are different type of risks. So you have to deal with that risk perceptions. किसी में क्या risk है, and if there is any risk in any loan portfolio, particular type of product which you are giving to the and there is because of some external scenario, there is a sufficient concentration of risk in that area. So you may also roll back. माने वो product को आप खत्म कर सकते हो. You can give a feedback to your management. So risk management is also a very important. And you have to ensure that at every stage, starting at the time of giving up the loan, sanctioning of the loan and everything, the risk management procedures are, thoroughly complied with. Sometimes due to some operational risk means there is some problem with your internal system and procedures, so we don't adhere to the credit guidelines and we give a loan and loan becomes bad. So that is kind of operational. So there are similar type of risks. There may be external risks also. That you have to keep close track of that risk management. Then second is your people management, because you will be basically playing the role of a manager. It is a managerial responsibility entrusted to you. So you have to develop, you have to exhibit your good, effective leadership acumen or leadership style and skill to build up a team, to involve the team, and to deliver results. So that is very important. And so as a part of this people management also, you have to train and impart different type of functional knowledges to your people, the staff working under you, so that they become updated with the latest trends, and there is no uh, so due to this kind of gap or laxity, the bank doesn't suffer any kind of loss, and there is a continuity of this. Then your handling of your team means even you may be assigned some external teams. They have देखोगे recovery के लिए nowadays banks are going for outsourcing concept. Recovery managers are being appointed for that also. Yes, sorry, recovery agencies we appoint also. They are on behalf of the bank also. They conduct different type of recoveries and collection of dues and other things in the bank from defaulting or NPA borrowers. So in that case also, you have to exercise proper vigilance and monitoring over the recovery team to see that they perform well and there is no reputational risk to the bank. They do not indulge in any sort of thing. जैसे कोई cash collection भी कर सकते हैं and they don't deposit in time. So that also you have to ensure. You have to be very vigilant on that. Then your process management. Process management is a broad area where agency and clientele जो है उनका you have to monitor them properly. Then compliance of let down procedures, whether the at the bank level or at the by the recovery team, the compliance of the bank's norms are being ensured or not. There should not be at any stage should not be any kind of laxity or deviation in this year, because this may put the banks to stake. This may carry a potential risk as far as the bank is concerned. Then another thing, MIS report. For example, you are dealing with NPA portfolio. So kitna aapka how much of what is the gross NPA, what is the net NPA, what how much you have recovered, what is the target allocated to you. Everything you have to prepare a MIS also, that is management information system. And which are the products where the suppose there are certain types of loans which are more vulnerable to slippage to NPA. So why it is happening? You have to analyze that. You have to give a proper feedback to the management. It happens. You find that some of the industries like your steel industry, your oil sector, they are in problems now. Like your infrastructure, there are certain problems in this sector. So that you have to keep a close watch whether it is happening or not. What is the scenario in your particular case of the bank? Then ensuring then you have to have a, I have told you that that is the most important. That is while you have to select your recovery agents. Your agency selection will be there. Your recovery agents will be, but there you have to exercise maximum precautions to ensure that they are people of integrity with a good track record, and there is no risk involved, because they are the people who will be going to the borrowers, defaulters, on behalf of the bank. If anything happens there, so there is a so this will definitely carry a reputational risk for the bank, and this is not desirable. So that is also one of the very important parameters that you have to see. Then you have to have clientele expectations. That is, you have to see what are the people's expectations about different type of products, where they are having problems. So those problems you are also supposed to address, and therefore it is mandatory for you to pay periodic visit to field visit also. That is going to different type of customers, different type of borrowers, those who have defaulted, and understand the nature of the problem for which the default has occurred. Then you have to address those problems. So that is also one of the important portfolios. And another is your recruitment and training. That is, you have to see that the people who are working under you, they are okay. The people who are working under you, they are properly groomed, trained, and they develop the kind of expertise which is required of them to discharge their responsibility in a very smooth and efficient manner. So that is also, as a team manager, that is your responsibility to see. So you can also recommend, you can conduct different type of training programs to upgrade their knowledge, to get their feedback, etc. So that you can redesign your policies on the basis of the feedback you receive from this kind of thing. So that is also very important. And another is cross-functioning relationship. Cross-functioning relationship is that relationship where, apart from your domain, which has been allotted to you, you have also to interact with your senior higher management, top management, and other type of people, giving them feedbacks about what is the so that they take stock of those what are the problems in the at the field level, what kind of difficulties people are facing or the customers themselves are facing, so that on the basis of that feedback they can formulate the credit policy accordingly, so that you become also a very vital part of that credit policy by giving what you call cross-functional feedbacks. So friends, as far as ADDA 247 is concerned, you must be knowing that we are very dedicated and a committed team of people who have a strong commitment and concern for the career growth and prospects of the bankers at the time of selection also, or even at a later stage uh, as far as their career growth is concerned. So that we have been imparting trainings, and we have got experts from different fields, industry experts are there, and this thing. And we are also shortly planning, after your all this process is concerned, when completed, then we are planning to have a kind of mock interview process for you, and where it is after a lot of research and other things, then we will be posing you, we will be having a very intimate interaction with you people, uh, that is to virtual platforms, and we'll be guiding you, and we'll be taking interviews with you, we'll be guiding you, we'll be analyzing your deficiencies, we'll be putting up different varieties of questions to you pertaining to your this thing, and we'll would like to you would also suggest some of the measures where you have to improve, what are the areas of the scope for improvement of your performance is there. So all these things will be, and that you find that after appearing 1-2 mock interviews as prescribed by ADDA 247, you'll be developing a reasonable level of confidence. And we find that we have an excellent track record as far as the selection process is concerned, whether it is for press inductions like bank POs, or even at a later stage, even for your CIB and other things also, we have been imparting training. So those people who are really interested, they have further queries or interests, so they should start uh, applying through connecting with ADDA 247 to Google and their websites, whatever is available, so that we'll be definitely playing a very pivotal role in making you, ensuring your final success once you are shortlisted. After shortlisting only, this is possible, because the initial shortlisting will be taking place on the basis of your educational qualification as well as your experience in any bank, NBFC, or financial institutions. So that will play a vital role. And as far as documentation process is concerned, some of the documents are very important. I would like to, that is particularly your date of birth, this thing, that your educational qualification, then your experience certificate. You must be ready with that. And anywhere you have worked, suppose in any organization you have worked for less than 6 months, then that will not be treated as your experience. That will not be a part of your experience. Okay. So this is one important thing I wanted to share with you. And there is a age relaxation limit. The age limitation is there. I have already, I again reiterate, the minimum age is 23 years and the maximum is 35 years. The age criteria is there, that the minimum is 23 years, the maximum is 35 years, those you can apply. And there is only some kind of relaxation given for SCSTs. SCSTs, there is a relaxation of 5 years. OBC, there is a relaxation of 3 years. And ex-serviceman, if they are from general category, it is 5 years. If they are from OBC, it is 8 years. If they belong to SC/ST category, it is 10 years. So plus here also you have got some reservation for SC/STs. SC/ST 23, SC is 23, ST is 11, OBC is 42. Then economically weaker section 15 and general 68. Okay, this is the total, and the total number of vacancies 159. I wish I do not know how many of you have been able to attend the class, because it is at 5 o'clock, a very odd time for bankers sometimes, because they must be busy. So you can pass on this information to your friends who are interested in taking up this as a very career, because this provides definitely only infinite growth opportunities for you. And Bank of Baroda, as you know, is one of the premier public sector banks as on date, with a predominant presence in foreign countries also. It is known as India's international bank, and definitely it is a very big opportunity for you to grab this. And I wish you all the best, and I expect that all of you whoever is viewing this channel, they will definitely make optimum use of this opportunity and try to make a lateral entry to A. And please kindly rush up, don't delay, don't wait for the last day to A, and you can go online and make an online registration so that your candidature is entertained properly at their level of Bank of Baroda, and they are in a, so that you find a place among the shortlisted candidates. Yeah, and we wish you all the best. And this is definitely a very unique opportunity, friends. And my best wishes on behalf of Adda 247. I extend again our best wishes to each one of you, whoever is doing this channel today. Thank you very much. Thank you. हाँ एंड कर दो, कितना टाइम हुआ? ठीक है, you can end the session. Okay, thank you. So